What if you could take your ambient tracks to the next level with tools that inspire both creativity and precision? In this video, we're exploring the possibilities of Meld, a bi-timbral synthesizer in Ableton Live, as a powerful source for crafting evolving, immersive soundscapes. We'll also dive into sequence cinematics for Valhalla Delay, the companion pack to off-world cinematics for Valhalla Vintage Verb that delivers 24 meticulously crafted presets, perfect for electronic ambient music, cinematic soundscapes, and professional sound design work. By combining these powerful tools, we'll uncover new textures and workflows to elevate your next ambient masterpiece. Let's dive right in and get started. So I have to admit, I totally slept on Meld when Ableton Live 12 was first released. It's one of those things where you take a look at it once and you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But now that I've gotten to take a closer look at it, I have to say I'm really impressed. So we're gonna use Meld as the basis of our track today. And while we do that, we're actually gonna take a look at sequence cinematics for Valhalla Delay. Sequence cinematics has some really cool presets for your tracks, which hopefully you guys can use in your own productions. All right, so let's go ahead and grab Meld here. Now Meld, as you know, is available in Ableton Live 12 Suite. It is a dual oscillator synthesizer with a lot of options here. So as you can see, we got dual oscillators, we got multiple LFOs, multiple envelopes, A and B slots here. We got multiple filters here, multiple mix and tone controls, and unison controls here on the right. Okay, so at the surface, you can just use Meld as like, your basic workhorse of a synth. So, I can go ahead and play some keys here. You can see we've got shape, tone controls here, right? And you can do all kinds of stuff with this. Now, what we're gonna do is use this as sort of a generative source for our track, okay? And the way we're gonna do this is by using the envelopes. Now, fans of the channel know I love looping envelopes. Now, these envelopes are loopable. How do you do that? Well, all you gotta do is take the sustain all the way down. And what we're gonna do is change this from none to either loop or AD loop. And that loops the envelope, which is really great to see, right? So I'm gonna use AD loop because it just stands for attack and decay, and that's all we need here. So if I switch this down to say like maybe 2.5 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and play, and you can hear that now our envelope is now looping, okay? That's cool because we can use this as sort of the basis of our generative piece, right? Which is great. So what we can do here is we can modulate the decay rate. How do we do that? Well, we got LFOs over here. I can say, all right, let's use LFO1 or LFO2. How about we use LFO2 here? I'll say random sample and hold. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch this from hertz to sync. And then I'm gonna come back over here to the envelopes. I'm gonna click on decay. And then I'm gonna go over to the mod matrix. Now, if this is highlighted, you'll see on the mod matrix, now this shows up in the mod matrix, which is really great. And I'll go ahead and I'll just add some modulation here to the amp decay. Now you can see that based on, this random sample and hold, which we chose over here, now we have a modulating decay. And you can hear sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. You can adjust this to taste, whatever you want. Love that, right? So now that's gonna be the basis of our generative piece here, all right? Like I said, we have dual filters here. Oscillator B is off right now, okay? But we can turn it on just by activating it right here, okay? Now, the other thing we're gonna do is we're going to talk about the scale awareness features, okay? So scale awareness is not new to Ableton Live 12. However, they've totally upped the game here by adding global scale here at the top. So I'm playing an A sharp minor here in 81 beats per minute. And some of Ableton Live synths and effects are now scale aware, which means it's aware of the global scale that you set, which is really great because that means that parts of the synthesizer or parts of the effect can lock into scale. So how do we do this? Well, you've got to turn on scale awareness here at the top right of the synth. And now you'll see that some of these shapes over here have this flat and sharp symbol, which means it's scale aware. So I'm gonna choose the first one here, dual basic shapes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of dial in maybe like a sort of pad-like envelope for our second oscillator. And what we can do here is you can hear, like I'm just gonna play. So now we have that looping envelope here on oscillator A. But when I scan through the detune of this dual basic shapes. Listen to this. Ah, you hear that? So now, this is now locking into scale or scale points in the A# minor scale, which is really awesome. So what can we do with this? Well, again, we can modulate it, right? Which would be really cool. So we can come over to the LFOs. Maybe we can choose, I don't know, we'll change this from basic shapes to wander, all right? Up the morph here to give us a nice, awesome, random LFO, right? And we'll choose detune, we'll highlight detune here, come over to the mod matrix, and we'll use LFO1 to modulate this detune amount, okay? We'll change the rate a little faster. So now we're modulating, we're looping, we're doing all kinds of stuff. We haven't even touched the filters yet. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and lower this down. Maybe we'll use that same LFO here to modulate that filter. We'll highlight this filter, come over to the matrix, and we'll say, all right, let's use LFO1 here. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Now, you notice that there's LFO1 and LFO1 effects. These are actually two separate LFOs, all right? LFO1 effects, you can kind of modulate here with all these really cool like quantizers and unipolars. I mean, you can go crazy with this. It takes LFO1's shape and modulates it, but it's actually a separate source of modulation here, which is really great. So we can use LFO1 effects maybe to modulate the shape here. We'll come over to the matrix. There we go. Oh yeah. This is great. So let's go ahead and lower this down. Maybe we use LFO1 here with pulsate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So now we're getting some pulses here, adding some pulses, increase the chance. Oh my gosh. Undo the retrigger. There we go. And so we can use this as a, I don't know, we can use that as a source of modulation for the shape over here, maybe, right? So we'll say LFO1 is now the, there we go. Oh yeah. I love this. I have too much fun. I have to admit, I have too much fun. So now we got some crazy stuff going on. Let's modulate this as well. We'll do like a gate here. Oh my God. And we use that as the filter modulation. So as you can see, like we're going crazy now. We're going crazy. Now, if you can't find the, you know, destination you're looking for, click on this little triangle right here and you can see like all of a sudden all the possible destinations open up. We got full MPE, full MIDI here. We have cross modulation, so you can use the second set of LFOs or envelopes on modulating A. So you can see there's two main sections here, A and B. So there's so much modulation here. It's really crazy. And so you can hear like, this is actually sounding really good right now, right? I love it, okay? Now let's introduce sequence cinematics, all right? So we'll grab Valhalla Delay here, and we're gonna explore some of these presets. This is really cool because to me, like when you're doing something generative like this, listen to this. We're gonna grab, say, Chrome Dust. Listen to this. Oh yeah. We got time presets in here, echo, right? Some really great stuff from Don. I mean, absolutely incredible. What's arc sound all about? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, right? So you can see like, oh yeah. I love it, I love it. I'll add some reverb to this. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we got looping envelopes here. We didn't even touch the modulation envelopes. There's unison controls here. Maybe add some unison to this. We got scale awareness. I mean, wow. Just wow. Like really, really great stuff. You know what I mean? And that's just, like I said, the tip of the iceberg here. There's scale aware filters in here even. So we can say, all right, let's use the membrane resonator. You see that here on the bottom? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is also scale aware as we get up the Q here. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh wow. Combine that with this preset from Don. Let's choose Chrome Dust again. I really love Chrome Dust for some reason. I just love that. By the way, all of these come in as mix 100 in case you're using them as send effects. If you're using them as inserts like we are now, go ahead and lower down the mix. Oh yeah, that's incredible. Love this. All right. Let's use that as a loop here. We'll go ahead and make like a 4-bar loop. And I'm gonna switch this to 4 bars. Oh yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. There we go. Turn on the headphone button. Just click 1 to the right. There we go. Just click the right arrow key. Oh yeah. So now we got a 4-bar, just sort of MIDI clip here. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're off and running here. And like I said, you know, there's so much here between the looping envelopes that you can do. You can loop both envelopes, the LFOs and the LFO effects. I mean, what's not to love, right? So I highly encourage you guys to go check this out if you haven't already. I mean, really, really great stuff. Cool. Okay, let's grab and let's use this as, we'll just call this Meld Gen. So that's our first meld there. And let's use a second one, okay? We'll use the second one as like a sequencer. We'll use that one as a sequencer. So we'll go, all right, we'll go Instruments, Meld. And we use this one as sort of more of a traditional style, right? So what we can do is just turn off oscillator B, and we'll use this as like the just a classic pluck right here. Switch the filter to 24, and we can use the modulation envelope here as our filter envelope, which is what it's supposed to be used for, right? So modulation, click this, and we can come over to the matrix here. Filter freak can be modulated by the modulation envelope. Okay, that's good. And that's cool. And then we can also use LFO1, maybe we can turn off retrigger, put it onto, say, 4 bars. And we'll also use that to modulate the frequency here. There we go, okay. So we just have a basic, you know, sawtooth style, you know, love it. Nothing to it. Like I said, the Meld can be a total workhorse in your studio, right? So let's go ahead and grab Stepic here. We'll go to Sequencers, Stepic. I'm gonna turn off Meld for now. Okay, and we'll turn on, say, let's dial in a sequence here, and then we're gonna use sequence cinematics in another way. So we're gonna go natural minor, we'll say A sharp, number 3, and let's go ahead and put this on 8th notes, and then we'll dial in sort of a generative thing here too. So what we're gonna do is maybe add some of these notes up here. There we go. So we'll add a couple 3 octaves right here. We'll randomize this, the direction with the purple dice. All right, that's good. We'll randomize, we'll just leave that there. Actually, no, we'll randomize this. We're gonna change the velocity here. Ooh, we can use velocity on Meld. Oh yeah, that might be good. And we'll add some notes of division here, and then we'll randomize that as well. So what I'm doing is I'm saying, well, sometimes this is gonna be off, sometimes it's gonna be connected, sometimes it's gonna be, you know, all of these are random, so they become ratios, right? Especially the ones where you're just using, you know, off or on. Those become ratios, and the rest of them, they're just randomized, which is great, because that's what we want. We want sort of a random group of notes here coming into Meld, okay? Let's find a way to use velocity. So in Meld, what we can do is we can say over here, let's turn off Stepic. We can say, all right, well, Meld is gonna modulate the tone control with velocity. So we can click on tone, come over to the matrix, and use velocity. Now, where do we find velocity? It's not there, but if you click this, you see like we get all the possible destinations. So of course it's over in MPE. We'll go oscillator 2's macro is gonna be modulated by velocity, just like this, okay? We can modulate the filter frequency with velocity, right? There we go, that's cool. All right, so now let's go ahead and put on another preset from Sequence Cinematics here. And we'll see what goes on with this. Let's go ahead and open this up. We'll say, let's grab, how about Equinox? Ooh, that might be really cool. Turn down the mix level here. And now let's turn on Stepic and see how we did. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, that's really cool. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, Stepic is doing its thing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. And between that and this preset, Equinox, wow. You hear that? It's got some really nice color settings right here. I mean, Don is just a master. He's so good. So good. Wow, but that, between that and the Meld thing, like, I'm just blown away. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, we'll call this Meld Sequence. So we got Meld Gen, Meld Sequence. Now let's do a Meld Bass. How about that? It's Meld Day here on Signs of Life. All right, we'll go Meld, grab this. Like I said, you can do some really workhorse style stuff. We'll go 24 dB. Like I said, there's unison controls over here, so we can add some spread to this. And we'll choose a really low note. Let's choose like B flat number 0. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yes. Right? Oh yeah. The Q right here is resonance, obviously. Oh my gosh. Sounded really, really good. Let's go ahead and add a nice low note to this. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. Go ahead and click 1 to the right. Very good. We'll go ahead and reset all of this. And now we'll come back over to Meld, our bass, and we will modulate the shape with an LFO. I love this wander. This is really cool. It's almost like the glider they introduced in the new LFO. Love it. So we use that as the shape modifier here. So LFO 1. There we go. We will modulate. Well, let's do some work to the LFO 1 effects. Let's see if we can mess around with this. The scale. Oh yeah. Ramp. Are these are all modulatable, aren't they? Oh my God. We could modulate LFO 1 scale with that. Oh yeah. So now we're modulating the scale of LFO 1 effects with LFO 1. They're modulating themselves. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, now we use LFO 1 on the filters here. There we go. Oh yeah, this is so good. Wow. Fantastic. So, like I said, like, even for real basic stuff, like Meld is just kind of a powerhouse actually. Oh my gosh. All right, so now let's add another instance of sequence cinematics here. Now what was really cool is not only did we have like, you know, this is a delay, but you can see inside, it's freaking out here, there we go. We have all these echo presets, density, discipline, Loki, right? So these are really cool reverbs that he created out of a delay. And that takes some serious wizardry to accomplish that. So now we've got a reverb coming out of Valhalla Delay called Loki. And you can hear it's kind of enhancing that bass. Oh yeah, I love that. Sounds freaking great. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. I'm sold on that. I'm sold on that. All right. We'll call this Meld Bass. All right. One more. Got to do it to it. All right. Let's go to instruments. We're going to grab Meld one more time. And let's create a pad here. All right. Let's create a pad. Why not? So we'll go 4.5, 5 seconds. 5 seconds decay, lower down the sustain, up the release here. Okay, so that's just our first oscillator, right? and we'll choose one of these other scale-aware wave shapes, if you will. Swarm sine, how about that? Okay, let's see how that sounds. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah. I love that. Oh yeah. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. And we'll choose basic shapes over here. We'll lower down the filters. Oh, like this. Very good, very good. We'll also, you can link the envelopes, which is really cool. So if you want to, you could link these envelopes, and now you can see as I scroll through A and B, they're both the same envelope shape, which is really nice. If you're making a pad, kind of helps out. Oh yeah. Excellent. Okay, all right. Very cool, very cool. Oh my gosh, this sounds so good already. My goodness. All right, let's go to the LFOs. We're gonna say, all right, let's change this to alternate. No, let's go Euclid. Ooh, that might be interesting. Add some steps here, add some pulses. Oh yeah, so this could be almost rhythmic. I bet you could do a total sequence with Euclid. Wow. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll actually settle on basic shapes. Look, we got all this, we got shape control. Oh my gosh, this is deep, man. This is a deep, deep synth, y'all. Wow. Wow, really, really impressed. Really, really impressed. Oh my, look at that. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll use this as our motion control. Matrix, motion control. Yes. Oh my gosh. We'll use the sine as our filter. LFO here. So we'll go this, we'll go like this. Wow. Wow. And then we'll use another LFO here. Let's modulate this. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna ramp that up, and we'll use that as the shape control. We cross modulate that. Okay, so let me show you cross modulation. So I have LFO1 effects, but I want to use that on the shape, right? How can I do that? Well, all I gotta do is click this and then come up here, and you can see now I have cross modulation, right? So now I can say, all right, well on B, I want LFO1 effects to be my modulator here, and boom, there it is, okay? So now that LFO1 or LFO1 effects is now modulating this shape control. Really, really cool. Thank you, Ableton. You've totally, you know, changed the game here once again, of course. Love it, absolutely love it. Wow. All right, let's add one more instance of sequence cinematics here. And for this one, we're gonna go full on ham. Let's go on one of these. How about liquid architecture? Oh yeah. Oh yes. Love it. Add some space, add some depth here. Boom. Up my reverb. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, you guys hear that? How good does that sound? What? Oh my gosh. Oh man, killing it, killing it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so, y'all, Sequence Cinematics is available right now. I'll leave the link down below in the description. It's on Material. Go check it out. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you can see not only how cool Sequence Cinematics is, but how just amazing and powerful of a synthesizer Meld is. So I highly encourage you guys to, if you have Ableton Live 12 Suite, use this synth to what it's good for, which is generative stuff, workhorse stuff, so many different applications. I mean, wow. Shout out to Ableton for even building this thing. I can't wait to see where you guys take this synth in the future. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. If you guys want more tutorials like this, I am on Patreon. I do tutorials like this every single week. I do one-on-one ambient coaching, so if you really want to take your ambient skills to the next level, I'm here for you. Feel free to reach out. Link is down below in the description as well. I'll come on here and say goodbye to y'all. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you guys again real soon, all right? As always, take good care and keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. My name is Chris from Signs of Life, and we'll see you guys in the next video.